Welcome back to Street Smart English, the podcast for gig workers, drivers, and anyone who needs real, everyday English to get the job done. I'm your coach, Sarah.
And I'm Mark. We are back, and today we are switching gears. We've talked a lot about food delivery, but lately I've been picking up more passengers. Driving my car around New York, picking up people for Uber and Lyft is completely different from delivering food.
It is a whole different world. With food delivery, the food doesn't talk to you. But when you have a passenger in the back seat, you are basically a host. You have to handle navigation, traffic, and human interaction all at the same time.
Exactly. And sometimes I feel anxious. I don't want them to think I'm rude, but I also don't know the perfect words to say. I just want a 5-star rating, a good tip, and no stress.
And that is exactly what we are going to give you today. Listeners, grab a notebook or just listen closely while you drive. Here is our rideshare agenda for today. The safe pickup. How to confirm the passenger's name without breaking safety rules. Route check and traffic. How to ask about their preferred route and what to say when traffic gets terrible. Reading the room. Small talk. How to know if the passenger wants to chat and easy phrases to start a conversation. Setting boundaries politely. What to say when a passenger tries to eat messy food in your car or asks to change the drop-off. The 5-star drop-off. The perfect, easy phrases to say goodbye and remind them to grab their phones.
Let's go! I've got my coffee and I'm ready to learn.
The safe pickup.
All right, Mark. You pull up to the pin. It's a busy street. Someone walks up to your car. What do you usually say?
I roll down the window and ask, "Are you John?"
Okay, stop right there. That is a big safety risk. If you give them the name, anyone can say yes and get a free ride. You want them to say the name, but you want to ask in a friendly way.
Good point. So, what is a simple way to ask?
Keep it super casual. Say, "Hey there, who are we waiting for?" Or, "Hi, what's the name on the ride?"
What's the name on the ride? Oh, that is very easy. And what if they ask me who I am?
You just confirm with a smile. "I'm Mark, hop in." Or, "Yep, I'm Mark, nice to meet you."
Hop in. I like that. It sounds much friendlier than get inside.
Exactly. Hop in is classic, casual American English. Once they are inside, you just want to confirm the destination so there are no mistakes. The quick confirmation. Say, "We are heading to the airport, right?" Or, "Going to Main Street?"
So I don't need to say, "Please confirm your destination address is 123 Main Street."
No, that sounds like a robot. Just say, "Going to Main Street." It is short, easy, and natural.
Route check and the traffic jam.
Okay, we are driving. Sometimes the GPS takes me on a weird route, or the passenger says, "Why are you going this way?"
It happens all the time. You want to make them feel like they are in control, but you also want to trust your GPS. If you know the area has bad traffic, you can ask them right at the start. The GPS says to take the highway. Does that work for you? Or, do you have a favorite way to go, or should I follow the map?
Should I follow the map? I love that. 99% of the time, they just say, "Follow the map."
Exactly. You gave them the choice, which makes you look like a pro. Now, let's talk about the worst part of driving. Traffic.
I was driving on I-395 yesterday, and we were stuck for 20 minutes. It gets so quiet and awkward in the car. Should I apologize?
You don't need to apologize for the traffic. You didn't cause it. But you should acknowledge it so it doesn't feel awkward. Keep it simple and light. Say, "Wow, traffic is pretty bad right now." Or, "Looks like we're stuck for a minute." Or, "The map says it clears up in a couple of miles."
Looks like we're stuck for a minute. That is so much better than sitting in total silence, sweating.
Small talk. Reading the room.
Now let's talk about conversation. Some passengers want to tell you their whole life story, and some just want to look at their phones in peace.
Yes! How do I know? I don't want to bother them.
You do a test question. You ask one very simple question. If they give a one-word answer, you stay quiet and turn up the radio a little bit. If they give a long answer, you can chat. The test questions. Say, busy day today? Or, heading to work or heading home? Or, nice weather today, right?
Busy day today? That is so easy. If they just say yeah, I shut up.
Exactly. You let them lead. If they ask you how your day is going, you can keep it positive. Passengers love upbeat drivers. Say, going great, just keeping busy. Or, not bad at all, can't complain.
What if my day is actually terrible? What if my car was making a weird noise earlier, or I had a rude customer?
Keep it to yourself. Keep the vibe in the car positive. Can't complain is the perfect American response when you want to be polite without oversharing.
Setting boundaries. The polite no.
Sarah, this is the hardest part for me. I try to keep my perfectly clean. But sometimes a guy gets in the back with a huge slice of greasy pizza or a burger and starts eating. I want to tell him to stop, but I'm afraid he will give me a 1-star rating.
That is a very real fear for drivers. You have to protect your car, but you have to do it politely. The trick is to use a soft tone of voice and say, hey man, do you mind not eating in the car? I really appreciate it. Or, sorry about this, but I try to keep the car clean for everyone. Do you mind saving that for later?
Do you mind saving that for later? Oh, I am writing that down right now. It sounds so much better than stop eating.
Exactly. Now, what about drop-offs? What if the passenger says, hey, can you just stop at this gas station for 5 minutes? I need cigarettes.
I hate that. Time is money. If I wait for 5 minutes, I am losing money. But again, I don't want a bad rating.
You blame the app. Just like we talked about with delivery. The app is the boss. Say, I'd love to, but I already have another ride lined up on the app. Or, you have to add the stop in the app first, otherwise it messes up my GPS.
I already have another ride lined up. That is brilliant. It makes me look busy and professional, and they can't get mad at me.
The 5-star drop-off.
We are pulling up to the destination. The ride is almost over. This is your last chance to leave a great impression and secure that tip.
I usually just say, here we are, bye.
We can do better than that. You want to do 3 things. Announce the arrival, wish them well, and do the wallet and phone check. People leave their phones in Ubers all the time, and returning them is a huge headache. The drop-off playbook. Step 1. All right, looks like we are here. Step 2. Make sure you have your phone and everything. Step 3. Have a great rest of your day.
Make sure you have your phone and everything. That shows I care about them.
It really does. It takes 2 seconds, but it proves you are a top-tier driver. Mark, how are you feeling about your next shift picking up passengers?
I feel so much more relaxed. Just knowing easy phrases like, what's the name on the ride? And looks like we're stuck for a minute takes all the stress away. I don't have to translate complex sentences in my head anymore.
That is the magic of street-smart English. You just need the right tools for the job. To all our drivers out there, whether you are driving a taxi, Lyft, or Uber, remember that you are in charge of your car. Stay safe, be friendly, use these simple chunks, and watch your ratings go up.
Thank you, Sarah. And to everyone listening, have a safe drive out there. See you next time.
Bye, everyone.